Now we are going to do Mikkel's quest, as well as play him in dice. Now,
Will this quarantine last long?
okay, he's actually the last player you need to play for the Dice Poker Novice quest.
People with passes.
So,
Let's talk.
Reverend, know you're here.
Sorry, I'm not very good at saying stuff like this on the fly because I barely know. I don't always know what I'm talking about, to be honest. But show him the signet ring like you did the others. And when you're done his quest, do not go back to the Reverend if you want to do a lot of the extra, or if you want to do more of the side quests and other stuff like that, because you will just get sped along to the end of the chapter. Now, when you're playing Mikkel, he actually has the lowest amount of money you can win or even lose from him. So, if you really want to make money off this game, you might not want to play Mikkel of all people. Hey, cool, I was getting a full house on the first roll there. But Dice Poker right now is just really easy. I don't know why. It's just... okay. I should talk about Mikkel's actual request right about now. He wants you to go into the crypt and kill all of the ghouls that live there. Now, if you remember, I have a notice board quest that tells me to get 3 vials of ghoul's blood. Now, this is the perfect place to do it because you have to kill, I don't know, maybe around 10 ghouls in that area. So there's a lot of chances to actually get the blood from this quest. And the person that you need to give the vials to is actually standing right beside Mikkel at the moment. So he'll also be there when you're done the quest. So it's perfect because they're both in the exact same place.
Reverend said I might be of service.
I've been told to rid those.
I hope I get over this cough soon. This is kind of annoying trying to talk for long periods of time when you have to cough.
Deadens, you say?
Please, sir.
I'm a witcher. I'll rid you of the fiends for 200 orens, and tell the Reverend I helped you.
Sure, but I don't have much.
Well, if you don't know where the crypt is, if you remember where I went to rest before doing the quest where I had to light the sacred fires for the Reverend. So like that place where I found that little campfire and rested there. The crypt is actually right behind it, and you couldn't get in before, but now you can because Mikkel gave you the key that lets you in to that area. So I also suggest you have a cat potion with you when you go in, because it makes it so much easier that you don't have to go off, find a torch, and try and use that as a weapon when you have a perfectly good sword right there that can really help you. It just makes it a lot easier. Well, that tutorial said you can set the Witcher's Medallion, which is that wolf head. You can either set it to move when it detects monsters or magic. If you notice when there's monsters around, you'll actually see that medallion move slightly. Right there, it's telling me about dark areas. Make sure you grab the vial just for... you can grab the vial that woman used to kill herself. And I don't use a cat potion right now because I'm still in the light, but when I start to move forward, I'm going to drink one then. And the ghouls tend to jump out of the ground, so if you haven't done this before, you might not know where they're going to show up. Now, I've done this before a couple of times, so I know exactly where they are. And doing this quest is pretty easy. It's not that difficult. but you will get hurt pretty badly if you don't use a swallow potion, and I don't for this area. At least I don't think I do. But yeah, they tend to jump out of the ground like that when you don't expect it. And if you use the Ard spell and you gave it the upgrade that gives you a higher chance of stunning the enemy, that will happen a lot more, where they just stand still and you can just chop their head off for an instant kill. Now, whenever you use spells in dark areas and you have a cat potion, your vision tends to go out for a little bit. I'm not sure why, but it just happens. And sometimes you can get lucky by getting a prompt for a fatality just by hitting them with the sword enough times for some reasons. Now in this room, there's gonna be 3 ghouls. Okay, 2 jump out at the beginning. Now, fighting these 2 at the same time can be kind of tricky. See, I'm kind of getting killed pretty easily there. Luckily, one of them was stunned, so I could easily just kill him. Now, these ghouls are really easy to fight one-on-one, especially if you have magic and the stun upgrade. But if you have to fight 2 at once, stun one of them and kill him as fast as you can. And don't forget to take the ghoul blood, and so you can bring that back to Kalkstein later. That's the crazy alchemist that you that put up the notice. Yeah, so that spell doesn't always stun them. Sometimes it'll just knock them over. And for these guys, that won't give you an instant kill. For some enemies, like a Barghest, it will. Huh. I guess there's only 6 ghouls in this part of the crypt. But in the next video, I'm actually going to be coming back here and finding the first... I call them trophy monsters because I don't actually know what they're called. Right here, I got the fire spell. So if you see giant hunks of stone like that, you click on them and you can get a spell, which is good. But about the trophy monster, it's that wall right there to the left. A couple of Mikkel's friends actually break that down and start looking for treasure, which is a bad idea in a place like this. So, well, not our problem. But either way, right after this video ends, I finished the ghoul contract, finish Mikkel's request, and go right back to the crypt to kill the trophy monster, which is a giant ghoul. Now, you just use the same strategy as you do on the little ones, but the thing is, if you don't get that fatality like right away, you will most likely die in that fight. It is a pretty difficult fight, so it might be kind of hard to actually do. But don't worry, it is possible to win that fight. Now, right here, we have to fight a bunch of Salamandra bandits. So, just use your group style and kill them. Mikkel will actually help you, and don't worry, you don't need to worry about him dying. Everyone is there to kill you. So just use group style until all but 1 or 2 are left, and then switch to either fast or strong style. Whichever you decide to put more points into would probably be more effective, but strong style is automatically better against these types of opponents. So I suggest using strong style.